Pipi Auto. Waar is mijn auto? Okay. Hey. I don't know what he wants.
Hoe gaat dat, jongen? Oh, dankjewel.
Oh.
Doesn't work?
No, the battery just died, so unfortunately. Well, it would have been a screaming.
Hello, hello. All right.
How's the progress?
How's the progress? We have 4 weeks left where there's one buffer week until the deadline. I feel good about it. There's a lot of polishing going on, like refining elements in the game.
It's a bit of a very busy week. Very busy. And like I knew it would happen, I am implementing the 2 out of the 3 items in the game that you can collect on the final stretch to the deadline. So last week I implemented the gate challenge, and now we always had like this frozen pond in the middle of the game, and there is a challenge attached to it where there's like an item in the middle of the pond and you need to figure out how to get it out. It's like slightly frozen into the surface. And it's working. We tested it a little bit. It's a bit difficult. The thing is, like, the moment this happens, Hinder will orient, the ship should orient towards Shukumel and like hold the leash in that direction. So that needs to be done. So that's my the animation side. And Pinder doesn't fall down at the moment from impact or being yanked too much.
Oh wow.
Other than that, this week I set myself the deadline to come up with a new title of the game or to go with the existing one, and there was no consensus of a better title, so it's just gonna be Dog Walk. Dog Walk is good. It's good. Just always feel like we're going with a production title, and there's meant to be another one, but nah, they either didn't quite fit or feel right, or they were already taken by other games. So it's gonna be Dog Walk.
Lovely.
What did you do this week?
Because it's Friday.
Yeah.
Day's not over.
What did you all? Did you almost finish this week?
No, I did a lot of things that I don't remember. I need to check. What did I do? I always do boring stuff. There's no shortage of boring stuff to do. So I think last time I talked to Publico, I was just about to do the snow effects, which are now done. So when the characters are running through the deep snow, there's some snow that's flying around after the characters, depending on how fast they run, and some trail in the snow that they leave. And now also, if they're outside of the deeper snow, there's footstep effects, which was relatively simple to add based on what I already had. Vivian just did a bunch of updates on the textures, so now they also look a bit less jarring and distracting. And it's actually quite nice the way that that works in Godot. The footsteps are actually just being spawned in the animation as the characters put their feet down, and the different types of animations that we have for walking and running, etc. I just set up some function calls in the animation itself where it basically just calls a function on the character saying which foot is touching the ground, and that spawns a footstep in the actual position of the foot, so it kind of syncs up.
For Dog Walk, I mostly did cosmetic changes here and there. Some footsteps were needed, so I took some scans that were already there and I put them into texture, very simple stuff. And then we did some tweaks to the creek, the little soil pieces that connect the creek to the environment. They have now been tweaked and they don't just cut into the environment, and the snow edge around the creek also looks nicer. Yeah, just little things here and there to make everything fit together and make it all more coherent.
Oh,
So,
Mr. Peter Boller.
what
Coffee, yeah, you know that.
kind of coffee would you like?
Well, now at the moment, none. But later I will let you know.
Well,
When
I have a very busy schedule.
when I will be
This is
free.
the moment I can give you coffee. Is the animation done already, brother?
We are not talking about this.
Are you still animating that treat thing?
What do you mean? You're trying to make me look bad, but I don't care.
Well, mostly I worked on creating some last props and assets that are requested, mostly some niceties, and playtesting the game quite a bit. And things like grass or bushes, they don't make contact on the ground, just fixing those. A bit more polishing and making it look nice. And right now I'm doing a pass on some pine leaf elements and other objects that had some legacy settings, basically making it nice.
Done? Yeah. Do you like it?
Yeah, that's good.
Nobody's even looking. What a boring office.
They're used to all the sounds.
I am working on sound effects. That's what I'll be focused on for the next 10 days, or a little less hopefully. Currently working on sounds for our protagonist Shokomel and doing some sounds to match his run animation right now. The score is almost entirely in the game. All the layers have been implemented except for when you're navigating the pond, for which I have a special section that I've written and recorded, but separating it into a workable layer for the game still needs to happen.
Come here. This way. Jesus. This way. Come. Take it. Take it.
So get good level.
Oh yeah, I did a bunch of iteration on the intro tutorial section. Rick had some updated animations, so those are integrated into the intro. Pinda reacting to Chocomel barking at the stick and then running over. The pickup animations are set up in the code. The animators are working on it right now, but it's in place so we can just hook them up. So for the different items, we can just say which animation should be picked and that should just play.
No. Oh, what? That's not half a meter.
Okay, good job.
But then you're gonna have to explain this, right?
Yeah, so this...
Let's go.
Oh
Never
my
mind.
God. Yeah, you did it.
Give me my treat. I deserve it.
There's no treat animate. There's no treat.
In general, the treats.
This was my moment, and I knew I had to stop because for it took me 2 attempts to learn. Oh, I could lose things. No, 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 no. No, come this way, come this way. Let's get out of here. Come. Oh no. Oh, what happened?
I personally have not found a dog to record. I think Bowie the dog could make for a great voice, but opinions differ on the matter. Granted, we do need a bit more of a bigger buff dog for this guy. For the child, I believe there is still some sort of a poll going on whose child it will be. I'm not sure. I do have candidates though, that's what I know.
He was a complete asshole today apparently. His mama is like, take him. So he's visiting for 10 minutes. Hi, you okay? Yeah.
The water is not safe. Okay, can you give me notes, please? I want to finish the treat animation. I'm done.
So Paplico came, tears going down his face. He was so worried. He said, help me, Rick. I don't think I can do it. And Rick was like, it's okay. I can see you cannot deliver on your quota. I'm gonna, stop it. I'm gonna give Hjalti some of this work. Anyway, I've been doing birds and then I'm gonna do some extra stuff on top of that. So the birds have been fully rigged and then now I started animating them. I've done it now in such a way where there's 3 birds, but the rigs are all compatible with one another. So I have 1 bird and the idea is that he needs to be in a certain radius. In some situations, maybe they wanna put him on top of a little railing of a bridge, so he can't really be moving around a lot. And there are certain loops that I've made where he is singing, he is, you know, maybe looking around a little bit, doing a little bit of a spin, pecking on the ground, something like that. But on top of that, I made like a turn left, turn right, so they can add that in there and have it be a little bit randomized, so you get a little bit more flavor into the whole thing. And then if he's actually on the ground, there is a set radius where he can be strolling around within that radius. And then if we have multiple birds, they just have to be placed not too close to one another. Then once the dog approaches, there is an animation where he flies away. I have two of them, one of them where he just immediately starts flying away. The other one, he does a little skip and flies away. So yeah, so right now I have all the animation done. I'm just chopping it up into little bits and labeling everything and exporting it properly, and then it can be tested in the game.
Catch his reaction saying like, this is the best thing he ever seen in his life, and then he's crying.
If you want review,
blah 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 blah.
right here, right at the end, I think this is what I said to you. I said this so many times. He's going down, and here he should continue slowly his movement until he stops there.
Okay.
Stop. Because right now it's like...
You didn't explain good. You didn't explain yourself. Sorry. I thought that... Maybe you're not a good lead. Again, with... What do you do this week? Well, this week I work. I animated more stuff. We are starting to do gate animations. They are new. Look, there. We are blocking them. Amazing gate challenge. The best challenge you ever encountered in your life. What else? Let's check. Retakes. We are doing retakes. We're almost on this. Like 2 weeks left. 3.
And meanwhile, we're already slowly transitioning into other projects. People will move away from dog walk and actually go into the projects that are planned for the next couple of months.
We have another project coming up, and that happens to be a short film. Crazy. Short films, what? It's actually a film that I'm going to direct. The last film I directed was Spring in 2019, and after that I said I will never ever direct a short film again. And here we are. I would say it's a fantasy story of little creatures in space. I think I'm not going to spoil that much at this point. So what I've been doing in the past months is I've been doing an animatic for the film, and I've had some storyboard drawings for that. Vivian helped me out with some great concept artworks, and I kind of just kept working on it on the side. And now this week that's been ramping up a little bit because I really need to make progress. I've had the chance to do a complete animatic pass of the entire film. It's about 3 minutes, 4 minutes currently. Hopefully, once the production starts, we will actually have a whole animatic, and we know what characters are going to be in the film, all the shots that will be there, and we can just, you know, get going right away.
So the character asset project will start this summer. We at the studio are designing a new character for the studio library. We're gonna make a child character that will mainly focus on facial rigging and having a new approach on facial rigging that, compared to what we're used to at the studio, will be very shape key oriented. Can only spend 1 day a week on it, so I'm doing a lot of prototyping and testing out the pipeline for it. I've been talking to quite a lot of riggers in the field that have more experience than I do, and get all their input into what they would like to see and make sure that this workflow and tools will support the broad idea.
Okay, let's go. Go. Speed run.
Poor shape.
Speed running. Here we are.
Nice.
Okay, so
We got
we
the-
have a thing. Yes. And the hat.
The pom pom.
And
Yeah. Non-existent animation.
Cyberpunk mode unlocked.
You finished the game.
Yeah, now I'm working on the ending because the game needs an ending. That's pretty much it, actually. Yeah, more boring stuff. That's it.